Hello everybody. Hope all of you are fine. So today we are going to start a chapter to study a chapter. This chapter is of class 10. Name of the chapter is power sharing. So as the name suggests, this chapter is all about sharing of the power, the participation of people in the democracy, and division of power among the different sectors of democracy. So, in this chapter, we will continue with the study of democracy that we started in the last class. So, we noted last year that in democracy, all power does not rest with any one organ of the government. Like it is divided in different organs of the government, and an intelligent sharing of power among literature, executive, and judiciary is very important. So we have three parts of democracy, three organs of democracy, three sectors of democracy. They are legislature, executive, and judiciary, and it's very important to divide them in different parts, because if it is accumulated with the entire power is accumulated with one organ, so democracy may not run properly and smoothly. So now we are going to read about them, that why the power sharing is done, and why how it is done, and why it's very necessary. So over here in this chapter we are going to read about power sharing in regard of two countries. The name of the country is Belgium and Sri Lanka. We will take the example of two countries, and then we will study, we will understand that why power sharing is important and how it should be done. So let me give you the brief information about country like Belgium and Sri Lanka. So Belgium is a small country of Europe, and the area is of the Belgium is smaller than that of Haryana. Like Haryana in regard of area, it's smaller than Haryana state. So it has neighboring boundaries with France, Netherlands, Germany, and Luxembourg. And when we talk about population of the this place, it's little over than 1 crore, little bit more than 1 crore, and about half the population of Haryana. That means it's half of the population of the Haryana state of India. And when we talk about ethnic composition, like the population sharing of this country, it's very complex. Why complex? We will study later on today in the only right in the next phase of the chapter. So the total population of the country, the 59% population of the country lives in Flemish region, and the people who live in Flemish region, they speak Dutch language. And now another 40% people, they live in Wallonia region, and they speak French. So we can see we have two different regions, and the people living there speak different languages. And about remaining 1% of the Belgium speaking Belgium, they speak German. So we have three languages: German, French, and Dutch language. So in the capital of Belgium, that's Brussels, 80% people speak French, and the rest 20% speak Dutch. So you can see we have two language speakers in the city, in the capital of the country. So the minority French speaking people, they are relatively rich and prosperous in comparison of the other population, and since they are rich, they are powerful also. So there was a clashing between the two communities, two language speaking people in the Belgium, and that hampered the democracy a lot, and that completely changed the picture of the society of the country, and that we will study later on. So the Dutch speaking community, they got the benefit of economic development, and in regard of education also they got benefit. So they became little bit advanced, like they more developed. So this led to tension between Dutch speaking and French speaking communities. As I told you, there was clashing between them, and it increased during the era of 1950 and 1960. So the tension between the two country communities were more acute in Brussels. It was very much in Brussels, that means in the capital of the country. So Brussels presented a special problem, and the problem was the Dutch speaking people continued a majority in the country but minority in the capital. So this was the population sharing, like they were minority in the country but they were majority in the country but minority in the capital. So now we are going to compare this to the situation of another country. The name is Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is an Asian country and it's our neighboring country, and it's actually an island nation, and it is near Tamil Nadu. So just a few kilometers off the southern coast of Tamil Nadu. It has been almost about 2 crore people who live there, and it's just like Haryana. So like other nation in the South Asia region, Sri Lanka has a diverse population. So they have a different type of population. The major social group are Sinhalese speakers. Like there are some people who speak Sinhalese and some people who speak Tamil language. So the people who speak Sinhala language, they are 74%, and the people who speak Tamil, they are 18%. And among Tamils, there are two subgroups. Like there is division of groups or subgroups also. They are divided in more further group. So regarding this, the natives of the country are called Sri Lankan Tamil. So the Tamil who live in Sri Lanka, they are called Sri Lankan Tamil, and actually they are 13%. So the rest